Okay. All right. So here I'm in with the exam 3. It's just just like you would get, right? Um, and we've got 50 questions. You have 1 hour to take the test. So basically be prepared and be ready. You have 1 shot at it. So we'll go in here, and so how many /64 subnets can be created with a /56 prefix? And of course, we're talking with IPv6 in this instance, right? Because we're talking with prefixes, and we're talking /64s and 56, which you can't have with 32 bits. 256, absolutely, right. All right, so what statement regarding the server message block protocol is accurate? C, right, yeah, Windows and Unix-based operating systems use it to share files. FTP protocol utilizes UDP while TFTP uses TCP. True or false? No guesses? It's false. In a DNS zone, oh, you're looking up the answers. That's fine. Well, just know them for the test. All right, in a DNS zone, what type of record holds the name to address mapping for IPv6 addresses? A, right, the AAA record, right? All right, which of the following IPv6 addresses represents a global unicast address? C. Now, C is the link local or local link 2000. 2000. Answer D is the global unicast. All right. A Windows computer on your network is having issues resolving queries for a specific domain, but not other domains. Other computers on the same network resolve the name just fine. What command can you issue that might fix the problem? A, yep, flush the DNS. Yeah. It's very likely you have an old cache setting. So what routing metric affects a path's potential performance due to delay? Yeah, C, latency. All right. How large is the 802.1q tag that is added to an Ethernet frame when using VLANs? 4 bytes. C. Yep, exactly. All right, an IP address. Oh, come on. IP address of 192.168.18.73/24 has what network ID? B. Okay, so 64. All right, so yeah. So /28 is, yeah, I'm just thinking of it. So yeah, 128, 64, 32, right? 16. So 4. Okay, I like that. All right. By default, what is the MTU size on a typical Ethernet network? C. Yes, 1500. That's the typical MTU size. All right. In a TCP segment, what field indicates how many bytes the sender can issue to a receiver before acknowledgement is received? A, right, the sliding window, right, tells the receiver, tells you how much you can send to the receiver. All right. When using IPv6, what would a /64 network likely be assigned to? D, right, right. Yeah, slash 64 is really like the small network, right? But it's really crazy. It's like 18 some trillion or something devices. It's crazy. That's how many addresses we have. Subtracting an interesting octet value from 256 yields what number? C, right? It's the only one that says number in it too. It's pretty simple on that aspect. But yeah, it's the magic number. Um, So, all right, in order to identify the transmissions that belong to each VLAN, a switch will add a tag to Ethernet frames that identifies the port through which they arrive at the switch. True, yes. But all that is needed to provide communications between two VLANs is a DHCP relay agent. False, right? Yeah, we need a router, right? Not a DHCP relay agent. All right, which statement regarding the Border Gateway Protocol, BGP, is accurate? E. Yeah, good. Yeah, it utilizes TCP for communicating updates. All right, what is not one of the three characteristics of TCP in its role as a reliable delivery protocol? A. Yes, excellent. Yeah. What IEEE standard specifies how VLAN information appears in frames and how switches interpret that information? Yep, 802.1q is for VLANs. Yep. All right, so. All right, at the root level of the DNS hierarchical structure, 13 clusters of root servers hold information used to locate the top level domain, TLD. True. Yes, that is correct. Which of the following suggestions can help prevent VLAN hopping attacks on a network? C, right. Disable auto trunking and move the native VLAN to the unused VLANs. All right. On certain Cisco products, what command can be used to create and send helper messages that support several types of UDP traffic, including DHCP, TFTP, DNS, and TACAX+? C, yes. In an IPv6 address, what do the first 4 blocks or 64 bits of the address represent? D, right? The site prefix or global routing prefix is the first 4 blocks or 64 bits of an IPv6. All right. Network segmentation at layer 2 of the OSI model is accomplished using VLANs. Actually, that is true. That is true. VLANs create different networks and separate the layer 2s because they're each separate networks, and then you need a router at layer 3 to talk between them. So it is true. That's okay. Yeah, you were on a roll. All right. What is the ARPA domain suffix utilized for? C. Yes, I do believe it is C. All right. IPv6 addressing does not utilize classful addressing. Therefore, every IPv6 address is classless. That is true. Yep. All right. Which of the following IPs would be the loopback IP? D. Yes. All right. What happens when a router receives a packet with a time to live of 0? C. The router drops the packet and sends the IPM TTL expired message back to the host. And that's correct. All right. So the border gateway protocol is considered to be a hybrid routing protocol. True. Yes. By default, when using classful addressing, how many bits exist in the host portion of the Class A address? 24, right? We have 8 bits in the network and 24 in the host because our subnet mask is 255.0.0.0, right? So there's 8 bits for hosts, 24 bits. All right. You've been tasked with the creation and design of a network that must support a minimum of 5,000 hosts. Which network accomplished this goal? A, right, because it's got to be the biggest network, right? So the /19 is the biggest because it uses only 19 bits for network, and the remaining, 15 bits, or excuse me, 13 bits, the remaining 13 bits for host. So, it's got to be one of the biggest ones. If this one, because basically if this one covers it, then the others can't, right? Because if /20 did, then this one would as well, right? So they both would solve that, right? All right, so it had to be 19. All right, what is a routing protocol convergence time defined as? D. Right, it's the time it takes for the protocol to recognize the best path in the event of a network change. That's correct. All right, which of the following is not a task handled by a router? D, right, it does not forward broadcast, doesn't forward broadcast. All right, Routing Information Protocol, RIP, or RIP, is an interior gateway protocol that uses link state algorithms. False, right? All right, a native VLAN mismatch occurs when 2 access ports that are connected to each other are both tagging traffic with different VLAN IDs. That is false, right? Yeah. All right, so. All right, a subnet of 255.255.248.0 can be represented by CIDR notation. D, right, it's a /21 because it's got 5 extra bits on top of the 16, right? So 21. All right, only Class B and Class C networks can be subnetted. Yeah, false. What command will list only current connections, including IP addresses and port numbers? A, right, netstat, -n. All right, the Control plus S key combination can be used to stop an actively running command. False, right? It's Control C, right? Usually. In general, a layer 3 or layer 4 switch is still optimized for fast layer 2 handling, data handling. True, right? It's still a switch, right? Because it just can do some routing functions. All right, what type of IPv6 address is FE80 and the rest, right? The FE80 is what gives you the right? It's the link local, right? FE80s are link local. All right. What utility is the equivalent to the path ping command on a Linux system? A. It's actually A. Traceroute's a good guess, but yeah, it's actually the MTR. It's kind of a trick question. All right, which routing protocol started as a Cisco proprietary protocol and combined some of the features of a link state protocol with that of a distance vector protocol? Uh, D. Yeah, actually, it is EIGRP. So it is D. That's the Cisco version. All right, so what is the maximum number of host IP addresses that can exist in a Class B network? A, right? That's the number of hosts, right? Yeah. 65,534 hosts or devices in a Class B. Of course, you got one for the network ID and one for broadcast, so there's 65,536 total IPs. All right. With VTP, where is the VLAN database stored? Yeah, D, on the stack master. It's on the switch that is known as the stack master. Oh, let me get that. All right. All right, an IPv6 address consists of 128 bits that are written as 10 blocks of hexadecimal numbers separated by colons. It's actually false. They get you. It's 8 blocks. It's not 10. Yeah, they trying to be tricky. How do routers create a broadcast domain boundary? A, right. They don't forward broadcasts, so they're a boundary. By default, the native VLAN is the same as the default VLAN. True. Yep, by default. All right. If a host's IPv6 address contains the network adapter's MAC address within the last 64 bits of the IPv6 address, what standard is being used? A. Yeah, the EU-64. All right. How many subnets can a /48 site prefix support? D. Yeah, that's great. Good job, right? D, right? Because you got the /64 is the smallest, and then so 64 to 48 is 16, and so 2 to the 16 is 65,536. So that's good job. All right, what does the VLAN trunk protocol or VTP do? B, shares the VLAN database information among switches that participate. Yes. All right. Well, let's see how well we did. I think we did all right. Yeah, we got them all right. We failed. All right. I will copy these into a Word document, and I'll post them out there um, on the site for you to go over at a slower pace. But obviously, these are all questions that are in the quizzes, right? This was just 50 questions randomly selected for the exam. You know, it could have happened just, like you, when you came in, it would have been the same thing, but it's like 50 questions out of 120. So there's 70 other questions that we haven't seen, right? They're in the quizzes. So if you take the quizzes enough, you will see all the questions that you'll potentially get. So I highly recommend that you take the quizzes until you know the questions. All right. But so that was a exam. This could have been your exam. You can take it at any time, right? So ITNW 1425. Let's just pass everyone here. Nice try. I can't do that, but yeah. Exam 3 example. All right, and so then I'll just go. All right, let's do this ITNW. But yeah, you're doing pretty good there, James, for sure. But just take the quizzes. Be sure, then and then take the test whenever you're ready. But just make sure you take it by next Monday. Before then. But that it's not too hard if you study the quizzes. I mean, these questions are there. But 4 300s for showing up on the class. No, no, that's true. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. But I do appreciate you coming, right? And spent the rest of the day doing the quizzes. Yeah, you're pretty prepared. Yeah, yeah. That's the best way to study it. Is just do those quizzes, and you'll see all the questions. And so, uh, don't have anything else. Anybody have any other questions or want to go over anything or more subnetting or anything? Just, I guess I have some tests to take. Yeah, yeah. It's coming due. So I mean, you have at least the weekend if you need to use the weekend too. But by Monday you need to take it. So by Monday, our normal start time, if you haven't taken the test, I would strongly advise that you do take it at our normal start time, so that you can finish. But I wouldn't wait. I really wouldn't wait till Monday because you never know what happens. Computers, things, glitches. I mean, get it out of the way early, but be ready for it, right? All right. So let's go. I'm just go ahead and post this, but don't have any questions. I mean, that's all I have for tonight. Let's see here. Oh, we're in here, so I'll just put it here. Exam 3 review. Oh, wait a minute. What? Where did it go? All right, where did that go? Oh, I put it in downloads. Okay, no wonder I was wondering why there wasn't a folder. Okay. All right. All right, so that's up there now. I'll put it right by the quiz. All right. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Then since I installed Chrome, enabled product program, my computer has been jumpy and glitchy ever since. Any ideas to clear that up? Oh, I wish. Yeah. Jumpy and glitchy. Well, yeah, Chrome does eat up a lot of memory too when it runs. If you have more than one tab open, I don't know. But yeah, I'd shut off and only turn it on when needed. Okay, that's good suggestion. Yeah, yeah, because you shouldn't be doing anything else but the exam. So yeah, just turn it off and on. That should work, right? Yeah, exactly. No, it's a very good idea. Because yeah, you only need it when you're taking the exam. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Yeah. See you. See you on Monday. I'm gonna